Hey, welcome. Pushing Narratives, episode 91. Come rock with us for about an hour of your day, man. Come vibe, come chill. I got the homie Coach Jones in the building. Yeah.
I just
Oh,
hit a
hey,
three.
hey.
That was
And,
was good.
funny you mentioned Ant. We gonna get to Ant. I saw a little something you posted at SOU earlier today. It's interesting dynamics that I saw. I don't think it'll work, but it's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah,
Uh, how you feeling, Coach? How you doing, man? Appreciate
man,
you.
man, always a pleasure, bro. I've been missing being on here. I know it's a lot of stuff that has happened since I've last been on here, but I always shout out to you, shout out to Adrian. Y'all be holding it
Appreciate you.
down. I wasn't able to catch the last two episodes, so if I say something you like, we already talked about. Yeah, but man, uh, Florida boy, San Antonio, you already know, City on the Hill. I'm ready, bro.
Hey,
Hey, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I've been ready for this.
now you put the you put the Dame the Dame Lillard. I like
I ain't
oh
come here to waste my time. Shout out to J. Cole who put Dame on the off
oh
season.
yeah,
So,
J
but
Cole. J Cole dropped a little heat the other night.
I ain't heard it.
Are you on that side? Real quick before we get to sports, are you on the side of I don't want to hear J. Cole talk about this, that, and the third?
No disrespect to nobody, but I'm a grown man. I actually like what he did. Hip hop wise, I get the whatever. I'm a J. Cole fan. I don't listen to much hip hop no more, but I like Cole. I've always liked Cole. And so everybody who talking that, nah, when the fall off come, I will be getting the clean version. But oh yeah, J.
Hey,
Cole is my guy.
salute. Hold on. Come on now. That's our guy J. Cole. Because I see a lot of that, and I put a video up the other day talking about that, and like I
You
was
was
one of the
right.
people. I was one of the people that felt it was weak for of him to apologize the way he did, especially because he popped his head in and then he. But it was 2 years ago. It's a 2 year old thing, and you don't want to like. I'm still gonna receive the art the same way.
Can we can we as people? I know we not. Can we stop saying I don't want to hear nothing about no bravado about this and that, bro? That's what rappers do.
Yeah, everybody's a hypocrite in rap. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
The rapper that you're listening to right now talking about selling bricks, shooting people, they might have done that 20 years ago. They're not doing that right now. Also, like I told the dude on TikTok, credibility went out the window when they let old boy in Florida get off with with being a CO.
Yeah, XX ten. What?
Rick
Oh, you talking
Ross.
about Rick Ross?
Yeah, like all I heard was, but he makes good music though. Okay then, cool. J. Cole makes good music, like let people deliver their art how they want to deliver their art. In closing, man. Um, Adrian popping in shortly, man. But NBA, I know I alluded to Ant Edwards. So Giannis is on the market. Um, eh, I feel like I feel like I open every episode with that little tidbit. Giannis is on the market. Apparently, he is now. The Bucks are listening to offers, and they want to make the move either by the trade deadline or by the off season. And Minnesota is one of the suitors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they could pull it off, but if they can, ooh, it's spooky over there. It's spooky out west.
Hey, I how they can because you saw the post and I saw your comment. I would. It's not can they. It's how much. And Dante, Julius,
Okay.
I'm not a Rudy fan, but you got to keep Rudy or Randall. But you get rid of them two, you get rid of either Bones Highland or my other man. I can't even think. He don't get much playing time like he should. Short dude from Kentucky.
Oh, Dillingham.
Yeah, Dillingham. Ty Dillingham. And you give him a pick. To me, you get a guard, you get two guards, you get a forward, and now you get somebody that meshes with what's the name. A lot of people are gonna talk about New York, and I know you might, but Cat and
Get him out of my city now. Now, get him out of my city now.
Bro, I'm glad you caught up because but hey, it can work. I don't think it will happen, but the fact that he's interested from what reports say might not be this year because of that calf ain't nothing to play with. But next year, him and that.
I like your trade, but I want to take out Julius and I want to put Nas instead.
If you give up Nas, I see what you're saying, but if you keep, because Julius need the ball, and
Yeah.
Nas don't need. Nas is a floor spacer. He's still 6'10", and he ain't a strong, but he's still somewhat of a presence. You need shooting, and if you get Giannis and no shooters, and the only shooter you got is Ant Edwards. I mean, that can shoot. Don't get me wrong, but that's it.
Yeah, but your only shooter, you take him out of the game, and it's it's over with.
Yeah. Who? Where do you think?
I mean, aside from him going to New York, I saw a mock trade that included Cat, Pacome Dadiet, a few draft swaps, a few pick swaps, and then Deuce McBride. Which I like it. I like it because Deuce was becoming the odd man out in that bench. And like at the beginning of the year, he was becoming the odd man out there because we had Landry Shamet and then we had Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench, and then Kolek is developing at a fast pace. There might not be room for Deuce. Now, Deuce has had games where he's cooked food for us, but for Giannis, yeah, I'm next thing smoking to Milwaukee. Right on, and Cat, listen, this weekend I've come to the realization that Cat and New York, that marriage is headed for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. What did he have yesterday? I mean, he had 20 rebounds. He had 22 rebounds, but he only had 8 points.
Man, the Cat is he's an enigma because I feel like his talent says he needs to be, you want him on your team, but he ain't as impactful as the numbers might say. When he was with Minnesota, San Antonio's my team, but Anna's my guy. Foul trouble, like stupid stuff.
Yeah.
The games where we need you to play somewhat big, you don't. And with Jalen Brunson, it being Jalen Brunson team, I just don't feel like it fits. I actually feel like he fit better with Thibodeau because what he gave you offensively kind of balanced what Thibodeau was going to bring of defense and all that. Cool. Yeah. Jalen Brunson is the scorer, but he also can do. I don't feel like he fits, and he don't fit New York, dog.
He doesn't. And it pains me to say it because I was one of the ones waving that flag when he got there. Like, hey, El Gato, hey, Cat, but he's been there a season, and in that season, we got about as far as we could with him. When you dangle Giannis in front of us like a carrot, we're going to make the move. My thing is, are we gut? Well, I don't think we'd be gutting the team because Pacome Dadiet, we can get rid. We can afford Pacome Dadiet and Deuce. Honestly, the Knicks are deep. The Knicks are deep, not as deep as you guys, of course. That's another team. That's another destination that has been floated out there. Because the Spurs, you want to talk about teams that have the assets to make moves? The San Antonio Spurs have the assets to do that.
It it won't happen because I don't think the Spurs want to break up what they're building. Especially if you don't know when you're gonna get Giannis this year. I think it's gonna be probably 2 months before you see him back. But you have to get rid of two of your core pieces. You talking about how you want Cat gone? You've seen. I want De'Aaron Fox gone.
Mm.
So that's the easy one. Take De'Aaron, but you're gonna have to give up either Vassell or Harper or Castle or two of them. I ain't giving up nan one of them. Maybe Vassell. If
Keldon?
who?
Keldon Johnson?
So yes, but I don't think he's enough. And I think to go back to your New York thing, I don't think those two players and those pick swaps will be enough. They're gonna want more than that. They're gonna want Ananobi or a Cat and
Bridges.
Mikhail. Yeah. So I feel like you're gonna have to gut it. But with the Spurs, I think the Spurs are like, we ain't gonna try to rush this because now we're bringing on a max contract. In 2 years, we're gonna have to give 2 max contracts. So why not just do like OKC did and just we just gonna keep what we got and we gonna grow. But in a magical world, if it happened, bro,
it would look crazy though, because I think Giannis, like even with the photoshops they doing, Giannis and JB look good together in orange and blue. The thing, like you said though, are we getting Giannis this year? Even though that injury, he ain't fooling nobody. That's AD and the Pelicans all over again, forcing their hand. That injury, it ain't as bad as people think it is. I'm not buying it.
well, you pushing for real, ain't you?
I'm pushing. Last week, shout out to homie Renzo Braulio. We pushed another one. Patrick Mahomes, that little ACL injury, that was, hey, get me out of here. That's what that could have been.
That's that baby boy when Yvette was like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah. That's all that is. Like,
he don't want me no more.
You don't want me no more. Like Giannis, and I said this the other day. You're booing your home crowd. When you're booing your home crowd, my guy, you want to get out of there. It's over with.
Yeah.
It's over with, man. And I think, okay, Spurs, Minnesota, New York, another destination they're talking about is Golden State. They lost Jimmy Butler, so there is, you know what I mean? There's a gap there, but who do you give up? You don't want to give up Kuminga, apparently.
You got to give up Kuminga. Kuminga should have been going, and that's nothing against him. That's everything against Steve Kerr. And like, bro, you doing the man dirty. I think is he a star in the making? No, I think he's a very good role player who ain't got the right time. But they gonna have to do what they don't want to do. They're gonna have to give up Draymond, which I would do in a heartbeat. I would have did that 2 years ago, but they're not gonna want to. They're not gonna want to, dog. Because it's 2 reasons they ain't gonna want to. He's so much a part of the fabric of the yesteryears. It's gonna be like we can't just let it seem like it's just Steph,
right?
That's left. But also, Steph is probably gonna be like, I want Draymond to stay.
Oh yeah, no,
still tripping off Clay going, and Clay was booty.
He is. I mean, I wouldn't go that far. He's booty now, but he wasn't booty then.
The last 2 years, he was bootylicious. He was Destiny Child.
The chip year?
No. The so he was there 2 years after they won.
Oh yeah. He was the decline was there. Giannis, like they talking about LeBron going up there, like Golden State. Mike Dunleavy over there wheeling and dealing.
That's the only way I can see that happening if you get a LeBron pair. But I want to throw out a team, and then I'm going to push a narrative. A team that I don't think we know the Heat. The Heat is also another one. That's where I think he wants to go, if I'm being honest. But the Magic, and hear me out.
Hmm.
I do feel like he wants to go east if he had his choice. I don't think he wants to be in New York no more. I won't say no more as much as he did in the summer. In the summer, I think he wanted to go to New York.
Right.
Um, but the Magic have pieces to give, and in my opinion, when you pair him with Paolo and you pair him with Bane, and Franz Wagner comes back, he's gonna be in Florida in the Disneyland place, and we know he's starting to get acclimated to this social media now. I could see him going to a place where I don't necessarily have I got to win a championship. Like if you go to the Heat, you go to Warriors, you go to whatever. Like if you don't win, it's a failure. I think he wants to win, but let me go to a place where if I win, it's me. It's not the shadow of D Wade or the shadow of Steph or the shadow of y'all don't got no shadow, but no offense.
Stephon Marbury.
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo.
I do think there are teams that we're forgetting about, and so that's one I'll throw. The OKC is also another one because they got the pieces, but I don't think he would want to go there just because they won.
He won't be number one in OKC either. Yeah. That's SGA team.
Yeah, but yes, I also think he don't want to take the Durant route. Let me take the easy path to a championship.
You don't think that?
Nah, he want to win, but he ain't gonna be like, oh, I just want to go to a place where the only thing I got to do is show up and I win. That ain't his fabric.
I think in him doing this though, like in him requesting the trade, even though he hasn't explicitly said, because we gotta put that out there too. He didn't explicitly said I want to be out of here, but Shams, every Giannis tweet, every Giannis thing, every Giannis news reads a little weird to me. Yeah. It reads very like, oh, kid gloves.
Yeah,
that's what it reads like. Like, oh, we don't want to outwardly say that he requested a trade, but he requested a trade. That's what it reads like to me. It almost seems like he's desperate.
Dang, well, you hard today, boy. Pause.
You see what better resolution does?
No, that's I disagree. I do think he's desperate to get out, but it ain't his DNA to say, I don't want to do this no more. I think he's you talk about the booing. I don't think it was necessarily against the fans. It's I'm tired of this. My years being wasted here. I've done everything that I can do, and y'all got the nerve to boo in the team that I'm on. Like I ain't give everything.
Down 30.
I get it. I ain't saying the fans was wrong, but you talking to in my heyday, bro, I'll turn quick. Like, bro, y'all, I'm up here dropping 30 and y'all up here booing. Okay, well, forget y'all. I might not mean it, but it's a defense mechanism.
Right.
But a narrative?
Oh, let's hear it.
What if the Celtics trade Tatum for Giannis and some players? Why? Because Brown has shown
he can lead.
I'm the captain.
He can lead. Yeah. You're basically saying what I've been saying. Keep playing good. Keep playing good, Brown. Keep going because new ownership sees that. And they're gonna have to pick Jalen or Jason. And right now, it's looking like Jason is the odd man out. I fully support that narrative. Yeah. Fully support it. Now,
and especially when you don't know what he's gonna come back from. Somebody that's had 2 Achilles tear, he's gonna be back to Tatum, but it's gonna be a year.
They talking about he want to come back like end of this year.
That'll be a mistake.
Like you want to do with Paul George because the Paul George shit, his was like, and he still managed to come back at the end of that following year. Mm. I think he should stay. I think he should wait it out. But who am I? These players love to play. Like who am I to tell a player that's in like this? This is all he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the Derrick Rose thing. Derrick Rose was the opposite. Derrick Rose, it was almost like he was scared to step back in.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum is a complete opposite. He's like, no, I'm ready. I want to go in now.
But why? He wants to prove, in my opinion, I don't know, he wants to prove to others. And this is we've had a discussion. My problem with Tatum is even in the interviews that he's been having, how would I say that? I want to make sure that I'm just not a fan of how Tatum delivers stuff.
Is it giving arrogant?
No, definitely not that. It's like he's still trying to find himself. Like he's trying to, and I have no way to prove this. This is just me. It's like he's trying to prove that I'm comfortable. Like, somebody like I belong.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like with him. And it's like, bro, just be you. You don't have to. So I feel like him coming back is like, I want to show y'all I can do it. And I'm telling you, you can come back. Just because you out here making these videos, you can move. But dog, it's a difference. It's a mental block. He gonna have to check off, and that ain't gonna happen until next year.
He's also running off of WWKD. What would Kobe do? So in WWKD, Kobe would come back this year. In his head. I'm not saying he would. I'm saying in Jason Tatum's mind, WWKD would come this year. Because, we followed him through his career. Jason Tatum looked up to Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that Mamba mentality, that's a real thing. So that could be what's fueling this, this I want to come back this year. He would be doing himself a disservice, though, I agree, to not wait the year out. He would, because you're taking a huge risk. Not even KD. KD, when he broke his shit in Golden State, took the year off. And he had just signed on the dotted line.
That's facts. Facts.
He had signed
more to prove. If he comes back, he's robbing himself of a win-win. If they win, if they lose and you don't come back, they're gonna be like, oh, if Tatum was here, we didn't win because Tatum went here. So that's a win as a player. But if you don't come back, there's this anticipation for next year, and you get to heal up, and now you get to hit the ground running from day one in 2026.
You run it back. You get to run it back. So. And then you also then you run the risk of getting shipped out, though.
I don't think it happens. That's more of a wouldn't that be funny? I don't think it will happen because he's loved in Boston and he wants to stay in Boston. I really think that will break him. But little slight push. I know we got to move to something else, but that's two of the arguably top three players in the league, but two of the top three European players that have been moved in consecutive years. You know who's gonna be the third? Jokic. I called Giannis. They're a little bit early, but I said Giannis was gonna be gone by the end of the season. Definitely in the off season.
Time out. You called Luka?
No, not Luka.
I'm about to say, hold on. No one called that.
I remember where I was when that happened. I was like, I sat up in the bed like, what?
They had just finished beating us.
Yep.
I was watching the game, and then right after the game, it came through.
Dog. But I think Jokic, this is his last year, unless they win a ring. If they don't win, I think the writing's on the wall. He did not sign that contract extension. He's sitting on it, and his boy is in LA. LeBron's gonna be leaving, and guess who frees up money to go get? So don't be surprised. You got the Chiches in LA, Jokic and Doncic.
The Chiches. You are in that. That's. Oh man! Speaking of LeBron, man, you nice segue. LeBron, he was not announced as a All-Star starter, and I guess it's the first time in I want to say his 20-year history that he hasn't been announced as a starter. Which brings the question, will he be at a reserve?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You say that with no hesitation.
Oh, without a doubt, no. And I know we had it a little convo before, but 100%. There is no way. There is no way he don't make it. Even if they have to do what they did with Dirk, D Wade, Shaq, and Kobe those last couple years, he will be on there.
I said last week that he's not going to be a reserve, but there will be there's going to be a young player that looked up to Bron on the East or the West that's going to give up their spot.
Oh, you really think they're not going?
I don't, bro. The reserves are. I looked up who the reserves could potentially be. You got Ant, who should have been a starter, by the way.
Yeah.
You got KD, who's been cooking all year. You got D Book, who's been cooking for the Suns this year, surprising Suns.
Yeah.
You got Alperen Şengün, who's been cooking as well. You got. I'm gonna throw Holmgren in there too.
No.
I know. I know. Hey, the homie in the building. What's up, hey?
What up? I can't hear y'all.
We talking about Wash King. Wash King
Shit.
right now.
Oh.
Yeah, something's wrong. I can't hear y'all.
All right.
It's all good, man. You got Holmgren and you got see, now you're gonna make me look up the list now.
Oh, go ahead, because
you're gonna make me look up the list now.
I'm ready.
Let me see. I say, okay, so we got Devin Booker. We got Kawhi. That's the one I forgot. Kawhi, who's been cooking. Danny Avdija. Portland. Hey, man.
No disrespect on the European side.
That's true. He is. But how does it work? Do they get like, is it like, so, because this is new to me. I don't know what they're doing here with this here list. So is it like they throw them in a pool? Like, is it like the Rising Stars where they throw them all in a pool and then they draft them out?
That's what I think it's the US versus the world, but so you got your whatever, but I think the world is gonna have like 7 to 8 reserves, and the world is the world, and then the USA is gonna have 7 to 8 reserves. That's how I think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna go east-west with that. I just think they did that for the starters from each conference.
Okay. Another name, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's been hooping.
And you're gonna look at me crazy, probably, with this one. Keontae George.
No, he's definitely been hooping. But 3 of those names ain't getting in over LeBron. Keontae ain't getting in over LeBron.
Come on.
No, what are the Jazz? 13?
LeBron he only averaging 22, 6, and 6.
But they're the 5th in the West.
That's no thanks to him. They're the 5th because of Luka, MVP Luka, by the way.
Okay.
It might not be too close to Black History Month to say that either.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And I'm not a Shea fan, but he has something to say about that. But Booker's not getting in over him.
What?
I didn't say you're not gonna put. There's no way him and Kawhi, who have worse records, are gonna get in over LeBron, who not only is playing decent. I ain't saying he's playing great, but numbers wise, it ain't like they're blowing him out the water, and he's got a better record.
See, man, that you a LeBron fan though.
No, You want so hey, this one of my points I wanted to get in. Um, I was a LeBron fan, and I still want the guy to succeed, but he's going out the wrong way, dog.
Oh, 1000%. The Genie Bus report that threw hella smut on him and Rich Paul's name. Rich Paul got enough smut on his name from that podcast he got.
Yep. So that you got the people forgot I got a major announcement before the season.
The Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of these small things.
And the shoe.
The who?
The shoe, the MLK shoe.
I only saw a little bit about that. I don't know.
He had the Return of the King, or it was to commemorate MLK, but also to commemorate his 50 in Memphis in 08 too. And the color scheme is that of the hotel where Dr. King got assassinated.
That's not good. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on it. He might have been trying to do something but I will say I feel like you know how Kobe started out. All right, who is this arrogant dude to winning with Shaq to best player in the league, but you wasn't winning. In between that, you had the rape case, and then he had to build himself back up. His brand, his I can't think. His kind of like how people saw him.
His image, his perception.
There we go. Thank you. I feel like LeBron is starting to validate some of the hate because I'm not calling him this, but some of the things that people have said is he has narcissistic tendencies. And some of these things that are coming out, it doesn't look becoming of him. And so I feel like his best bet is to let me go ahead. Next year's my last year, go to Cleveland and let me just go out and I'm done.
Did you see him in Cleveland last night?
Yeah.
Dog only had 11 points.
Yeah, it's safe to say Lakers might be better without him. And that's not to say he can't hoop. I'm not saying he can't. It's just like, we go ahead and the thing is, Lowe's, he's still putting up numbers. He still has moments.
Oh, of course. Kobe had moments in the end too.
But the difference between him and Kobe physically couldn't do it because he had the knee. We had the Achilles, then he had the knee, then he had shoulder. So it was like a lot at the end. So it was physically. LeBron, it ain't physical. It's like I want to do things the way I used to, and I can't. That's why I feel like going to Cleveland, we all know who team that's going to be. It's going to be Donovan.
They said it last night. That's his city.
It ain't his city. They need to stop. It was ready to send that boy somewhere last year. They did this. But now you get the presence of LeBron who can take the pressure away from Mitchell. Now Mitchell can just go hoop. It's kind of like what they wanted Kyrie to be with LeBron. The thing is, LeBron was still in his prime.
And Kyrie wasn't deferring.
Yeah, but they wanted this to be Kyrie's team and LeBron just be the, hey, whenever I need to do. You go back to Cleveland, it's a celebration tour, win or lose, but now you got a chance to win. And what is that team missing? I don't like Darius Garland as a point guard on that team. Let LeBron be the point guard.
So in his last year, you're going to finally put him at the one.
He has no choice because I think if he goes there, you kind of see it with Luka. Well, I'm seeing him defer a little bit more. Like, yeah, let me give it to him. But Mitchell ain't waiting.
No. Mm-mm. And the thing I like about Mitchell, who, oh, by the way, could be a reserve himself as well.
There you go.
He's another reserve that it should be in. Mitchell can get his own shot. Mitchell, he's one of those players that he doesn't need to create off of anybody. He can kind of create on his own. Yeah. He's one of those players where you give him the ball and he could take you He could take you there almost, like LeBron used to be.
He can. You're not gonna lose because he didn't show up.
Essentially, yeah. It's you make some valid points about LeBron, man. That's that narcissistic. It makes the Hennessy thing, and it makes the MLK shoe. It makes it read a little different, and it makes the Rich Paul podcast read a little different too.
Yeah. I really, and I'm not calling him that. I would never call somebody I don't know. I'm just saying there are certain things for him. I don't think for his legacy is what it is as a player. But when we look back and you be like, it's not the love like, man, Kobe is gone. It's when these reports come out, if there's any drama between him leaving LA and it's just going to be, I just think it's best for him to go ahead and go back to Cleveland. Let him get celebrated. Let everybody honor him for the basketball player that he is, and say it's done.
A few names out east that could be reserves, along with Donovan Mitchell, Scotty Barnes, who's been hooping, Michael Porter Jr. for the Nets, who has an infinite green light over there. He's also hooping. Jalen Johnson from the Hawks.
Yep.
He's been hooping. Jalen Duren from the Pistons. It would be a travesty if he didn't make the All-Star game this year.
Oh yeah.
He's like, people like to talk about Cade. He's the one that, like, if you take him out of that team ain't the same.
I agree. He's definitely he's easily going. They don't have two Pistons. I would say with the Raptors, I think Ingram will get in before Barnes. Not that Barnes shouldn't, but I don't think you can get both of them.
You can't get both?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. I don't. From a pure basketball standpoint, yeah, but there's only certain teams that should have two. That's the only reason why the Clippers, in my opinion, Harden got a case. But you can't have him and Kawhi.
He does. Yeah, you got to pick one. Harden does. Damn, I forgot about James, too. Yeah, LeBron not making it, bro. LeBron not making it.
He'll get in.
He might get in on some, like you said, like Dirk. Like on some, like, hey, like, stand up and go like this and then sit back down type
thing.
Thing.
But you also know what you forgetting? It's in LA, dog.
It's Intuit Dome, not crypto.
Bro, you're not gonna have it in LA.
Come on now. It's in the Clippers. That's more reason to have Harden and Kawhi.
I agree with the Jalen Johnson though. Jalen will get in.
He's a sleeper. I like Jalen, and I mean he's good enough for the Hawks to be like, all right, bye Trey. Like he's that good. Real quick before we leave NBA, man, last night y'all pulled the number on the Rockets. Like that did some like rope-a-dope on the Rockets. Y'all scary, man. Y'all. And the crazy part about I like to gush about the Spurs, man, because did you see Pop the other night? It broke my heart seeing him like that.
Yeah.
Broke my heart seeing Pop like that.
Yeah. He I don't know, but I heard, because obviously I'm here and I know people in the organization. They said when he had the stroke, it was more serious than they let on.
Oh man.
So the fact that he is able to do what he's doing, he's not a shell of himself. It's just it was a major stroke. So
Pop used to be so real, man. He still is. Like he's one of the few coaches that would sit on that podium and speak his mind and would not give a fuck about anybody. Stuff going on the news. Pop would be the one you went to get like the real raw, unfiltered opinion on that.
Yeah.
You know, when coaches would give you the cookie cutter, oh, we can't speak on that. Pop would be like, nah, that's some bullshit. Like, love Pop. I used to hate Pop growing up because I was a Kobe fan.
Yeah.
So wars back in the day. But Pop is a genius. Prayers to Pop, man, of course. Hope, he gets better. Like, it felt good to see him, but it also broke my heart to see that. Because, like, And also, like, growing up is realizing that Pop and Phil were Magneto and Professor X.
Yeah.
Pop was Professor X. Phil Jackson was Magneto.
I had it backwards. Just
No,
the bravado, the way that they came across. Phil was the calm.
when I was young, it was the other way. But as an adult, I see Pop is more Professor X.
But I will say to the Spurs thing, we haven't been playing as we had in the start of the season, and I think it's youth. I'm still seeing youth stuff, so I could be real negative, like, man, turnovers, missed free throws, like we go through spaces like last night, and it's like, bro, what are we doing? But it's the youth,
growing pains.
Exactly, but we ain't even what we gonna be, dog, and that's the thing. And the fact that we were 32-15,
that's crazy.
And you see, we ain't gonna need to talk about Wemby. We know what it is. You see, my boy Castle, right?
Castle's amazing, bro.
Dog, he's this close from being the best two-way point guard in the league. Defensively, offensively, he can't really shoot, but he can get to that paint. I just need him to cut down on the turnovers. I told people he's going to be a calmer Westbrook.
Okay, I like the comp.
But people, while everybody talking about Castle and Wemby, Dylan Harper, he's the truth, dog.
Big jersey. Ooh, like when I was watching y'all last night, because hey, look, shout out, was it ESPN? ESPN, listen, Inside the NBA was good last night. It was cool. Yeah. They heard the critiques. It felt like I was watching TP and Ginobili and Duncan. Like, I get those vibes when I watch all this year. I know that's very high praise for such a young team still, but it's good to see those comparisons. Like, what's his name? Castle. Castle gives me a little bit of Ginobili, a little bit of TP. Wemby, obviously, Tim Duncan. And then Harper and Fox, that's TP too. That's TP right there. Keldon Johnson, Bruce Bowen.
6th man of the year, Keldon Johnson.
Well, no. What's the competition looking like?
Ain't none. In my opinion, the effectiveness that he is, the consistency and efficiency that he's been playing with, there's not anybody out there. As far as someone I'm not thinking about, but 100%.
And y'all have done wonders for the NBA as far as creating a new rivalry. Because y'all in OKC, because y'all gonna meet in the playoffs. I'm manifesting that. When y'all meet in the playoffs, we are going to be sat watching that. Fam, like it's NBA needs new fresh rivalries, and I think Spurs OKC, that's perfect. And that's in part with like how Wemby feels about Chet. He don't fuck with Chet. He does not like Chet. Like, I know, gotta be professional, I get it, but the way he talks about that team, he don't like Chet, he don't like SGA. You can see it, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a rivalry. Hey, I want to call your attention to something. The first round of the NBA, it'll be cool, right? But second round, you could have a OKC versus either the Nuggets or the Rockets.
Ooh.
And the Spurs versus either the Nuggets or the Rockets. So if Jokic is out for a little bit more extended time, the Rockets take over that 3 seed and it holds. Second round will be Thunder versus the Nuggets with a healthy Jokic, who took them to 7 with everybody hurt. People forget that.
Very close.
And the Spurs and the Rockets.
Dog, the West might be a little more entertaining to watch in the playoffs.
And who knows what if Giannis go to Timberwolves because they're at number 6. So
yeah, or Houston, because Houston was another team.
Man, I hope that don't happen. I don't want Kevin Durant to get another one.
I mean, I said it. I said Kevin Durant not gonna win another chip. He's not gonna win another chip. This is it for him. Stick with the ones you got in Golden State. It's a wrap for you. And speaking about people that are not gonna win chips, Josh Allen is not gonna win a chip. We headed over to the NFL portion of the show, Coach. I know you got a lot to get off. You go ahead and lead off our oh wow. He's ready. He's ready.
Yes,
top 3 takeaways of not just the weekend, man, of just the playoffs in general.
Okay. I appreciate this opportunity. Shout out to Pushing Narratives. Get your bars off network. I've been waiting for this. So 3, you mentioned Josh Allen. Hold on. See, I got my notes. Hold up.
with bars too. Okay. Ooh.
Are we gonna talk about the snub later or no?
The snub. Wait, what?
The snub. The HOF. HOF.
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
yeah,
so
because it's a man. Well, depending on who you talk to, it's travesty.
Okay, all right. I'll leave that there. I said at the beginning or in the middle of the season, I said Josh Allen is the most entertaining QB. I've said it for the last 3 years to watch because you don't know what you're gonna get. And when it comes to Josh Allen, he played like Superman versus my team. We lost that game because of Josh Allen. Took the lead twice and all that. But what happens is the very next week, we get what I've been saying, pay attention to during the season. He's going to have games where he plays great, then he's going to have a game where he does too much. And what did I say? Hold on. It came true, dog. And for anybody who like, why he got this mask on? Venom is my favorite non-Tony Stark person, Marvel. And if you've been in SLU, you probably haven't. The web was invented for narratives that I pay attention to, or I want to highlight Josh Allen. You got your coach fired, dog.
Well, listen, it's muddy waters over there because the rumor is that he knew before that game that depending on how that game went, McDermott was going.
Josh Allen had 4 turnovers. I'm not gonna count the pick. That's yeah.
The pick.
Yeah. Because that NFL got to be better than that. But you have 4 turnovers. After playing like Superman the week before, you had 4 turnovers. You cost your team. And I would have picked them to beat the Patriots. The Patriots, I'll say that when we get to it. But I would have picked them to beat the Patriots. Which means you would have been in the Super Bowl. You single-handedly, and I know that's hard to say, but we would do it for Josh Allen. I mean, Lamar Jackson. We would do it for other QBs.
Jalen?
Yeah. Hey, if you had that many turnovers, whatever. Now, he didn't play bad, but, dog, you didn't come through. So that's one. It's hot under there. Hold up. It's heat. What's good? Hey, Adrian.
What up?
I had to bring the web, bro.
Oh, did you?
we got Josh Allen back in.
Josh Allen.
Speak on it.
You got your coach fired, dog.
Yeah.
So, and you popped in at the right time. And Adrian,
I did.
I really see the did. Venom mask. I thought Andre was on here or something.
Shout out Fred. Shout out Andre, man. Wrestling, we all saying.
All right. Second thing. This may be unfair, but I'm coming from this not as a detractor. I'm coming from this from a standpoint of care.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, it's time for you to leave, bro. It's time for you to leave.
Miami.
And when I say that, I'm not blaming Lamar in the last 3-5 seasons like other people. What I'm saying is, Harbaugh should have been gone.
Yeah.
Now that means that it's you. This is your team. And when I say lead, what I mean is I need you to be more vocal. I know that's not his style. I know he's like, let me just do what I do. I vibe with the team, so on and so forth. But if you fail, and I'm not talking about if you don't get to the Super Bowl, but if your team is not looking great, all fingers are pointing to you. You got mentor. I don't know much about him. They ain't gonna blame the coach.
Defensive coach.
Todd Monken is gone. You can sit there and say, hey, give Henry the ball. That's leadership. You can sit here. They're going to expect you to be, what is he, in year 8?
Yeah.
To do checks and audible out of plays. Like, we're going to look at you the way that we expect Josh Allen to do and who does sometimes. And Lamar has done it. I'm not saying he hasn't. But now, just like Josh Allen, everybody's looking at you. It has nothing to do with coaching, nothing to do with defense. And even though that's going to be a part of the story, ain't nobody going to say that. And so as a person who wants to see you succeed, other than you play my Jaguars, I need you to lose. Mm-hmm. Person who wants you to succeed for cultural reasons, ethnic reasons, lead, dog. If I didn't had him, I would put you got to accept what you don't want to. And that's being the one who's going to call people out, not in the media, but you're going to call people out. You're going to hold people accountable. And you are ready to say, barring injury, it's on me.
Right.
That's what I need to see.
That's fair. I mean, they paying them enough, so
yeah.
That ain't ask for too much.
Yeah.
He there for life too. He not for life, but he there for a grip. He just got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, notwithstanding, that wasn't his fault. He was hurt. Like anybody who has an issue with that can kick rocks.
Hey, y'all check this out.
Oh, you swimming laps? No, I'm just.
Yo, Michael Phelps.
My apologies. I'm a little. Yeah, I'm good.
Uh-oh.
We're here. We in the building.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I just want to jump on real quick and communicate to the good people of Get Your Bars Off Network and Pushing Narratives and Suplex Dinner Club and all that. What a world are we living in? The NFL is desperate, chasing clicks, chasing attention. How is Bill Belichick not a first round ballot Hall of Famer? But this is the same league that just elected a Pro Bowl quarterback who threw 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I think I never thought in my years as a football fan that I would ever see the NFL chasing clicks. I never thought. You leave that to the WNBA. They're doing no shade, but just being real. What the NFL is currently doing to Shedeur Sanders, is exactly the same game plan that the WNBA has done to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. No matter how good they are, we're going to have them out front. They are our marketing tool. No matter how good, no matter how efficient, we're going to have them front blast because there's a good contingency that want to see them succeed, but there's even a bigger contingency that wants to see them fail. And I never thought I would see the NFL do that.
Ooh, hold on.
This shit's embarrassing. This shit's embarrassing. I'm going to be honest. The shit's embarrassing. NFL needs to throw away the Pro Bowl. Honestly, the NFL, what they need to do is bring back the quarterback challenge, bring all the quarterbacks back and have that because
too
clearly
ego. Niggas are scared. It's ego.
But that's the thing. Like the NBA is messed up in that sense where, yes, it's ego. But in the past, they're like, yeah, but still you going to do it, right? Because we need you. The NFL needs to tell these dudes like, yo, Josh Allen, you're one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, bar none. Cool. You're going to be here because we need you to be here, and and your organization is paying you more than enough to do that. Put that ego to the side. Let's get a quarterback challenge going because y'all are playing flag football at this point. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. The people that are watching want to see Shedeur fail or see Shedeur succeed. And I understand that as a marketing deal, but that's nasty and that's desperate. And the NFL should be above that.
Hey,
let me cooking, dog.
Hey, that's all I want. That's all I want to say. And then I also wanted to point out that with this upcoming Super Bowl, even though Matt Stafford didn't make the Super Bowl, this will be 26 straight Super Bowls with the Georgia Bulldog on a roster. Go Dogs. Salute to you, gentlemen. And I'm going to finish enjoying this bachelor weekend because we're having fun. All right, gentlemen. Blessings to y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Listeners, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stuplex Dinner Club. Also, talk them into the building.com. Also, shout out to the team. Peace, y'all. Peace. Love. Salute. Yeah. Appreciate you, Jada.
For sure. Man, Adrian came in and dropped.
He like Eddie House on the Celtics. He did nothing but shoot.
Dog. Hey.
But he gave valid points.
And you wanna know what was funny? That was my gonna be my third one. But he said it a little bit better. I just said the NFL is acting like it can operate in immunity. They can do whatever it wants. So I'm not going to hit on what he said. I do want to say we got to stop giving up on young QBs.
I think these last 2 years, it's prevalent. We got to be more patient.
Yeah. So we got to get up young QBs. But just to put this back on, and then I'll be done.
Oh, shit.
NFL, you webbed yourself. And he brought up Bill Belichick. There is no reason he should not be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not going to go through what pundits and everybody's been talking about. I will say this, though. People have been saying, well, then nobody should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm going to go a little bit different route. You webbed yourself because who can be a first ballot Hall of Famer now? The only way to rectify it is next year. Bill Belichick better be the only one that gets recognized.
Oh,
that's the only way you can rectify this.
They said Spygate and then Deflategate, but then if that's the case, shout out Bradley, who we had a conversation about that. They're going to start treating Brady like Barry Bonds.
And if they do that, if that will be worse than Bill Belichick because people will boycott.
He's the GOAT. You can't do that.
So I'm saying that now nobody should be going in on first ballot, which now nullifies your whole Hall of Fame moniker and all this because nobody's going to take it serious no more. So NFL, you webbed yourself. The only way you can get out of it, and I'll repeat, is if next year you say we're going to hold off on who the new votes. We're going to say this year it's only going to be about Bill Belichick. That's the only way. Yep.
I don't see them doing that. And like you and Adrian pointed out, the NFL, they just doing whatever they want now. Like if you do what's wrong, and like the GMs, the whatever Bill Polian is a part of, as long as you got people like him up there, it's dark, it's quiet for Belichick. It's quiet for Belichick, bro. Over some grudge shit, some old head grudge shit. That's all it is.
But it ain't even that. You're right. I won't say that. You're right. But the issue is the reasons y'all are giving are nullified because if it's Deflategate, Spygate, whatever, the dude won 4 more championships after that.
Yeah.
Is it about rings? Is it about wins? Is it about legacy? How many Pro Bowlers does he have in there? I don't think it's many.
Yeah, and which it's a detriment to him though, because the knock on Belichick was that he couldn't draft.
But that's the GM. He's getting put in as a coach. A coach,
that's true too.
You're pulling out the best out of your team. And you know, me and you, we love the NBA. I love basketball. That is my heart. Football is the greatest team sport ever. Maybe hockey, you could say that, and whatever. It's the greatest team sport ever, football. The fact that you can, not with the best rosters, find a way to get the most out of limited teams. The team that was the best didn't win that he had. The Moss, Stallworth, Welker, Hernandez, Gronkowski.
That's true. That second act, though, that 28-3, what they did to the Rams and then the Seahawks, those Patriots teams were crazy.
But they weren't better than that 2018 team. 2007, I'm sorry.
They were signing people off the street.
Dog, go back and watch them games, dog. It was what OKC was doing earlier this year, all year for them.
Yeah, I was watching it with pure anger. That's why I remember it differently, because I was watching them. You know, when you watch Floyd Mayweather, or like when you used to watch Mike Tyson back in the day, you watching them to lose. That's why I was watching them games. I was watching them to lose, watching them games of pure anger. Sheesh. Belichick, to piggyback on what you said, man, Belichick is a Hall of Famer. First ballot. There's no excuse for him not being first ballot except pettiness. Now, this is above my pay grade. This rich nigga pettiness they on, I don't know nothing about that. I'm not rich. I'm just comfortable, you know? So there's something there, bro. There's something there with Belichick and Polian and the other GMs, because to withhold that, like, that's, everybody know. Stevie Wonder know that's the first ballot Hall of Famer, dog.
Hey, Los, and I'm gonna paint this picture for you. You ever been told anything, work, people, whatever, that you're not good enough?
For sure.
And the feeling that
even in doing this,
bro. And as a man, not like, and the dude has worked his whole life to be the best that he can be. And for somebody to say you did all that, you don't get in on the first try. He said, well, he's going to get in. It ain't about that. I bust my tail for what I'm rightfully deserved. And for somebody to take it away from me and say, you need to wait to teach you a lesson. Or even worse, you question yourself as a man. Dang, like, was I good enough? It's either going to make you say, well, screw y'all, F y'all, or it's going to put you in a place of, like, dang, I did all that. I did all this work, and you pick somebody else over me?
Dang, he about to have them UNC boys undefeated next year. At this rate, I mean, like, because like you said, if they tell you can't be this and you can't do this, what's the one way he can respond is to do what Signetti did at Indiana.
I think it's to not accept the Hall of Fame at all. But I know he's not going to do that because he respects it too much.
Yeah. And that's a look. That's, at the end of the day, you could say no, that's a look.
Hey.
Like, that's you saying, yo, I'm a Hall of Famer. Like, that's why you got to put Brady in. This is a no-brainer to put Brady in there. Brady is going to be a first ballot. They're going to try to be like, no, Brady is first ballot. Let's not play with the GOAT. And I throw up in my mouth saying that because I hate Brady, but the facts are the facts. Real quick, let me just throw my 3 takeaways on the playoffs, man. The first one, Drake May, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Like, I've defended Drake May all year. Campaigned for his MVP. What I saw against Denver, granted, it's a snow game, inexcusable. You got to find your way in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to reveal who I'm picking to win the Super Bowl because we have a week. So I'll throw that out next week. My second takeaway, piggybacking off one of the ones you had, quarterback development is paramount. Sam Darnold came in as a Jet. Jets gave up on him, and he became a journeyman, and then found a home in Seattle, and now he's in a Super Bowl. Quarterback development needs to be taken a little more serious. I think with drafts, people, and it's also because like a lot of these rookie QBs work out right away. They work out right away. Jaden Daniels is one of them. What
CJ Stroud for 1 year.
CJ Stroud for 1 year, but then that's the flip side. You get that one good year, and it just drop off. RG3. You get an RG3. So quarterback development is important. Look at the proof is in the pudding. Look at Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl. That defense though, whew, dog. What do they call themselves? The dark side defense.
I don't know. I know there's MOB. I don't know what that stands for, but
that's fam. And they got people over there that like I forgot was over there. Like they got Tank. They got Tank Lawrence over there.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, no wonder this line is line. This line is line, and they got Tank over there. And I mean, their secondary. Tariq Woolen gotta chill out though, because he might have almost.
He almost
that
blew
game.
it. Yep.
He almost blew that game for him. He needs to chill the Super Bowl. Cameras is on you. Act like you've been there. And my last takeaway, man. Josh Allen. Report came out today that he was playing with a broken foot. Here come the excuses. I feel for Buffalo faithful. My wife is a Bills fan, so I understand, wanting to reach Super Bowl. The organization is in disarray. Pagula is throwing everybody under the bus. Like, the way they're doing Keon Coleman over there is unright. It is not right. It's not right. What they're doing to him over there. But if this was any other QB, if this was Jalen Hurts having that kind of game, I would not hear the end of it. So enjoy your summer. Josh Allen, he's going to be a new dad. Like Jim Nantz said at the end of the game, next time you see Josh Allen, he will be 30 and a father. So, hey, Super Bowl, I'm not going to pick a winner, but I will say that I'm doing this because I want to ride with Drake May like I've been doing all year, but Seattle made Brock Purdy look like, whoo, and that's Brock Purdy. Imagine what they're going to do to Drake May.
Hey, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have a different guess. So I don't know if you want me to give my prediction before we get off, but
you can give it now.
I would just say the NFL, the championship game showed us. For me, I think it showed us what we needed to see from Sam Darnold. He was doing it all year. He'll have his moments where he wouldn't show up, but he balled when it mattered. Yes. They win that game because of him. Also, Smith and Jigba being schemed up. People, shout out to Smith and Jigba, but the offensive coordinator had him all over the field.
Yeah, he was like in Madden. They call that the gadget.
Yeah, yeah, that's how we played NCAA. I get that gadget.
The gadget.
So they had him everywhere, and I feel like that's gonna cause problems for the Patriots because you can't key on him with Gonzalez. But shout out to Kenneth Walker. Addition by subtraction. And don't get me wrong, I oh my gosh, I'm forgetting people's name. The other runner, Charbonnet. That's a good, very good tandem. But I feel like with him being out, it forced them to say, let this dude get in a rhythm. And he was eating.
He was cooking in the championship game.
Yeah. So now you got that we can do a play action off of that. It ain't just drop back 30 times and give it up. But with that, the Seahawks showed us what we needed to see. But what did the Patriots show us?
Good defense.
Okay, they showed us a good defense.
Good defense.
Taking nothing away from the defense. You played Chargers. You played CJ Stroud, who I've been saying has been regressing. And you have played a second string in Stidham. And one could argue they should have been up 10-0, which means that it would have been a tie game in the fourth. So what did you show us? Your offense has not been good. Drake May has showed us that he is a good front runner, and I don't mean that in a negative way. He's not going to lose you a game.
He's what they say Jalen is. He's what they say Jalen is.
I think he's a better passer than Jalen. I'm gonna be honest.
Let's not do that. we don't got time to. Let's not do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's a better. I get what you're saying because his deep ball.
Yeah.
His deep ball is different, and I know Jalen, he struggles with that. Absolutely. So I got you on that. But he's what they say Jalen is, where he can win you the game, but he can also manage the game. He's a good game manager. And that's what I'm seeing. I test that boy nice. That's what I'm seeing. That Drake May is regressing to game manager in these playoffs.
I think it's a little bit early to say game manager. I just say we didn't see nothing that's like, oh yeah, there, bro. Do you realize that they had the worst opponent strength of schedule since 2002? I know Adrian's been on that. Like
he's beating me over the head with that.
0.391 strength of schedule.
Yeah,
I think they said more than half of the opponents they played this year don't have a head coach anymore.
I saw that graphic. I was like, dang.
That's not good, no. But that's the thing I said, and I'll give my picks. The narrative ain't lazy about the strength of schedule. It's we haven't seen nothing to be like, oh yeah, they're don't get me wrong, they're a good team.
Yeah.
Can they show some fight? Yeah. But you haven't been in a position like the Seahawks. They played the Niners, who was hot. They played the Rams, who people was picking to go win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were favored.
And the games during the season where they had played, they were winning big in many of them. So I'm just saying I didn't see enough from the Patriots. So with that said, I'll be quiet. I'll follow your lead.
Not go ahead, because you might implore me to get my pick too.
I think he's due. And he is wearing blue and green. Sam Darnold.
Seahawks.
Because that team around him is a great team. Mike Vrabel will do some stuff. He will scheme up. The only advantage that they have, the Patriots, is Mike Vrabel is not going to be shook. He's been there. No, he knows what it is. He's a great coach.
McDonald is the wet behind the ears one.
But I feel like when you got that defense, that settles the game down faster.
Okay.
If the game was in the 30s, who would you take? The Seahawks.
Absolutely.
If it's a
Especially
defensive
from
game,
what we see in the playoffs, of course.
If it's a defensive game, who would you taking? The Seahawks.
New England. So
now the only way, there's a lot of stuff that can happen, but the way that the Patriots win, they have to keep it close, but they have to be operating with a 4-point lead and put the pressure on Sam Darnold to come through. But now I don't think Seahawks are going to fall in that. So my pick is the Seahawks. I feel like they win in the fourth quarter. They pull away. I think the first half, I'll even give you quarter by quarter. First quarter, it's going to be low scoring, whatever. Second quarter, they start getting going. Third quarter, the Seahawks look like the Seahawks have been looking all last year, and you start seeing Drake May will have at least 2 turnovers. He will fumble because he's a fumbleitis.
Yes, he is.
He will fumble. That 4-man rush Seahawks is going to put, it's going to make him hold the ball because he got 7 dudes in coverage now and strip sacks. And and I'm giving you a lot because I ain't going to be on here next week, most likely. the MVP will be Sam Darnold, but it will be a case for somebody on the defense. I don't know who it's gonna be. It could be what's in the Armin Euro. I can't think of the dude's name.
I know he's on about the front. He's on the It's one of, I know exactly. I see the name on the jersey, but I can't read it. It's fucked up, but I know who you mean. I know what you're saying.
And this is where the lack of number one weapons is gonna hurt them. Stephon Diggs is good. He ain't what he used to be.
He ain't.
And you saw what the Broncos was doing. They was locking up.
Yeah, and the Broncos defense was scheming. They were. I know they lost, but the Broncos defense was. A lot of this, a lot of press, a lot of man. Like they were scheming up with the Patriots. I was going one way, and you might have just swayed me the other way.
Well, let me throw this last nugget. Go back to the Broncos game. You realize the Patriots scored a touchdown on offense, right? Mm-hmm. But really, the defense is the one who put them in that position. Well, no. Broncos steered them through that bad.
It went like that.
Yeah, and it should have been a fumble recovery for a touchdown. That's the only time that they scored. They were in the position to score a touchdown. So that means if your defense don't ball out like that, your offense ain't showed up. And that you're going to have to score 24 plus to beat the Seahawks. And I don't think you do.
Damn, man. I was getting ready to pick the Patriots. I really was. I was going to be like, yeah, Drake May's going to have his moment. He's going to finally, have that big game in the play. But then the way you're right, there is no answer for JSN. The Patriots do not have an answer for JSN. They don't. And then the 7-man coverage and then the front four coming. Drake May, even though Drake May has faced the 5th ranked defense, the 2nd-ranked defense, and the 1st-ranked defense, he barely won.
And how has he looked versus all of them?
He's looked the best he's looked was against Houston because he had the 3 touchdowns. But you compare that to regular season Drake May, and it's night and day. It's night and day. Darnold been consistent. Matter of fact, Darnold actually is getting better. I gotta go with the Seahawks.
You said he had 3 touchdowns? I'm not that
against the Texans. Yeah, he threw for 3.
But that means how many of that come from a short field?
Oh, come on, man.
They'll call me coach for no reason.
Come on. Damn.
It ain't like he drove 75 yards.
Shit, that's true. That's listen, these are valid points. And damn, you really swaying me. I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks. The Seahawks are the better team on paper and on film. You can't really pick against the Seahawks. And then on top of that, Drake May. Man, I don't know, man. Because what if this is the game that he goes for 400?
And that's the thing. The only thing that's on the side of the variable is history of the Patriots winning in the Super Bowl, first one with Tom Brady. They were underdogs and this and that. My question to you is, why were you going to pick them? And you could change it next week, right? But why were you going to pick them?
Well, a lot of it was history because, like you said, it's lining up. It's lining up, and he is my MVP. Like he's my regular season MVP pick, so I gotta be consistent. So that was gonna be why I was gonna pick him, and I feel like he has a 300-yard game in the tuck. Because, look at Jalen Hurts. I hate to bring him up, but look at Jalen Hurts last year. Jalen Hurts waited till the last game of the season to show the fuck out. This could be the same thing, but Kansas City defense, Seattle defense.
You know what? I'm making it sound like they don't have a chance. Patriots have a chance, but what you said is key. If we look at the last year's Super Bowl, if you look at the Chiefs and Buccaneers Super Bowl, a defensive line can change a lot. And if the Patriots can get after Sam Darnold, I do feel like that can bring it from here, like you said, to here.
They're even.
But that's where Kenneth Walker comes in. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Coach, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. This was fun. No lag and no nothing, man. We got live and in color type. Go ahead and plug everything.
Oh man, I ain't good at this, but y'all already know what it is. It's Coach Jones. If you go on Instagram, it's Lead Up Coach Jones. I think I remember that correctly. But even more than that, City on the Hill. It is our faith-based podcast. Me and my wife, our two best friends, and we do it. We've been on a hiatus. We're waiting for the Lord to say when it's time. But we will kick off season 2 eventually. But you can go to City on the Hill. That is City on the Hill. Type us in on YouTube. Find us. Also, always forget Journey to Joy, Overcoming Fear and Releasing Control to Experience That is a book that I wrote last year. It was a 3-year book talking about my struggles with fear and ultimately how fear robs us of the joy that we have. But the joy ain't something that we can manufacture. It comes from the Lord. But we can also experience that, not just in the afterlife, but here now. Lastly, and I always forget something. I'm gonna pause for 3 seconds. Nothing. I appreciate you as always, Los, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
It's a bless. I always look forward to that text from Adrian. Like, hey, you want to get on? As long as the family ain't got nothing, I'm here.
I always look forward to having you on here, man. You're. I always tell you, man, you got a mind for this shit. The X's and O's talk, like, it's different talking sports with you and Adrian, because like y'all, it's because y'all coach. I think I said this is because y'all coach. So like it's y'all hit me with the. It's not analytics. This is what's happening. Y'all don't rely on analytics, which I appreciate. Because I rely on analytics, so it's like it balances itself out.
Yeah, but you go with the eyeball test, and that's why I like the convo. Even if we see something different, I'm like, I see where you coming from.
That boy Nice has never failed me. And speaking of that boy Nice, before we get out of here, this Saturday, AJ DeBonsa versus Darren Peterson, Kansas versus BYU, 4:30. Tap the fuck in. Because this next draft class is supposed to be loaded. Yeah. That's going to be a goodie.
Yeah.
That boy Nice is going to be in overdrive that day.
Hey, you just real quick. Do you big into March Madness?
I am.
Okay. All right.
We gonna talk.
Yeah.
We gonna talk. Y'all know where to find me, man. Get Your Bars Off Network on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. This will be on there this Saturday. Pushing Narratives on TikTok. I'm in there arguing, dropping clips, all of that. And like and subscribe to the Pushing Narratives with the Narrative God YouTube channel. Get our numbers up, man. We almost at 80 subs, man. Let's get it up to 80. Y'all know the slogan. It's the motherfucking network, you whores. We are out.